Well, Joe, your boys didn't throw the towel in there, but it was a bit more exciting than perhaps we would have liked.
Yeah, far too exciting. Listen, we just said to them in there, the group, that there's, as a team, we got no problem with them, because at half-time there's a few questions asked, and you've got to show, firstly, some attitude, desire, not feel sorry for yourselves, and come out on the front foot. And I felt we started second half well, like we did the first half. Of course, fantastic goal. So we've got a lot of character in the group, but at the moment there's not enough. And we're talking about the first game, of course. Individual performances weren't quite there today from a lot of the players. But the positive is, as I said, that they've stuck together as a team. Winchester City are a good side, for their level. They've been on a 4-game unbeaten run, I think, isn't it, or whatever. Or a 7-game unbeaten run, I think, won the last 4 games. So, no, a good side, and they've tested us and challenged us today, albeit the 2 goals are all from individual mistakes from us. Another set piece, and the second one is just farcical. So when we look back on them, we'll be really disappointed with the goals against. The positive is that young Tommy Conway scored 2 fantastic goals. We've done that in training this week. We worked on some crossing. Callum Evans was fantastic, I thought, with his crossing. And 2 identical goals, 2 really good finishes. And Tom Richards goes on and scores us a winner.
Going back to your earlier point about the fact it was our first competitive game and Winchester had 4 behind them, 1 all 4. Did that play a part today?
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does, because I never really felt through the pre-season games we were quite there. Partly my fault, because the recruitment wasn't finished, and it's still not finished by no means. As you can see, we're threadbare at the moment. So it's trying to get this team to gel as quick as we possibly can. I've said that all along. Undoubtedly, there's a lot of talent in the group. There's some good football played at times, some good spells. I still think we rushed things in the final third a little bit. But defensively, certainly, we look a little bit frail, and that's unlike our teams. Whenever the ball's coming in the box, whether it's a set piece or an open play, we feel as if we're a little bit susceptible at the moment. So that's things we've got to work on, and we've got to do better at that, because we've seen that pattern through pre-season, and we've seen it here again today. So I'm sure teams watching us will say that we may have a little bit of a soft underbelly at the moment, but we'll get better at it.
You've got a strong goalkeeper behind the back 3 or back 4 this afternoon. That save from Ryan Clark at the end was something else as well and helped you progress.
No, it was, yeah. No, he's a great goalkeeper with great experience, but I've got 2 really good goalkeepers now, and Will's been unlucky not to play. It was very, they've got to battle it out for that jersey. We felt as if Ryan's done slightly better. Will's not far behind him at all, and I spoke to Will at length before the game and said that whoever's performing will play. It's like anyone out on that starting 10 out in the field there. Whoever's playing at the best at the moment will start. And a few lads today didn't quite reach those levels, so we've got to have a good think about Tuesday, because the energy levels as well, they've got to go away and recover now. We've got to wait. We're still waiting for showers, because with the COVID restrictions, we can't go in the showers at the moment till the opposition have gone. So we're making sure we've stayed in as a group. And it's quite a nice feel actually down there, because we haven't spent a lot of time together. So even down there having our food afterwards at the moment, waiting for the showers, it feels quite nice. And I like that. They're talking about the game and a little bit of banter flying around as well. So as I said, that's the biggest challenge for me at the moment and for the group is how quickly we can get that team cohesion going.
The best way for Tommy Conway to settle in is scoring 2 goals on his debut, both at the near post. And you said it was something you worked on at training as well, and he looked a real live wire today. I
thought he was fantastic. What a good player he's going to be. He's only 18 years of age. He's performed well at Southern League last year at Yate Town. I watched him a lot in the 23s, as you know, and I thought he was good, but I didn't realise how good he was until you see him in a competitive game. And I thought some of his link-up play was really neat and tidy. I thought some of his little movements, and obviously his two movements, that's not by chance that. You arrive at the post or the near post right on time, right on cue, and knowing that he's going to trust his teammate to put it in the right area. We've worked with Callum Evans and Freddie Grant this week about facing down the pitch to cross rather than trying to come across on an angle and just whip it in an area. I thought they were both doing that well today, but Tommy's finishes, one-touch finishes when the ball's coming at that speed is fantastic. Good execution, good technician, and he looks like he'll score a lot of goals at this level. So, no, he's done terrific today, and it's put him off to, as you said, a really good start.
Does it surprise you that a few National League South sides have come unstuck today?
No. I think I said to you before, didn't we, in our interview, that I've seen days like this playing for Bath City. I've seen it. I've seen upsets. I've been involved in them. Been away at Ninian Park and won there 3-2. Similar scoreline to today. So here's a day for mistakes. It's wet. It's skiddy. The floor's going to zip up. The ball's going to zip up. The new balls really fly. But that's no excuse for our mistakes. Our mistakes are quite basic, and they need to be eradicated from our performance levels because, as I said, we don't look too assured at the moment as a back four. We changed our shape. We went to a back three. second half, and I felt as if that worked quite nicely. But again, it's the personnel in the team that dictates what shape you're going to play, and at the moment we haven't quite got someone to go up there with Tommy Conway. As I said before, Donovan's going to be probably a couple of weeks away with his groin. But we'll keep working on things, and things are the way they are at the moment, and all we'll do is we'll remain positive. I'm always positive. The main thing today was being the hat for the draw, and we've achieved that.
Oxford City on Tuesday, so not long, of course. Not many time for the players to get rested up. What are you expecting from them?
A tough one. We've had them watched already, so we'll have 2 reports by today. They were at Wharton Bassett today, so we've had them watched a couple of times, and they're a very athletic team. They're front foot, high press, lots of energy in their team. Bit of quality to go around it as well. In Benyon at the top, and McEachran's still there as well, playing as a number 10. So no, they haven't changed their way from when Mark Jones was there, really. Even though David Oldfield's gone in, it's a very similar style of football. So a difficult game on a 3G pitch with lots of rubber, so we know what to expect from that. But we've got to go there. We've got to go there and be positive, and that's what we'll do. We'll go there and try and be a bit more resolute if we can, not give teams a chance to get their foothold back in the game. And if we start as well as what we did today, then stay in that moment. Stay hard to beat. Stay positive. Don't look too edgy, too nervous, and be assured in all your defending.
So final thing on next week. Obviously, it's our first home league game of the season, which will be behind closed doors again. And I saw there's a little tribute at the back of the stand as well for Dave Mann, one of a couple of supporters who we sadly lost this summer, as well as Sean Kitson last week.
No, I'm really sad to see Sean had passed away. Obviously, the family as well. They sponsor me and my kit, so my thoughts go out to Claire and her mum and dad as well. And no, it's really a sad time when you lose some supporters who've been so loyal to the football club. And Dave Mann, a while back, who's been a very, very good friend of my dad and a friend to us and a supporter of the group in general. What I did, I promised his family that we'd do a tribute to him before the first home game. Albeit I wanted it with crowd in here, but we'll certainly do a minute silence or a minute applause or something like that next Saturday in tribute to both of those guys, because they've been fantastic supporters to this football club, and they'll live long in our memories because they were such good people. And it puts it all into perspective, Mark, as well, because we're all going through tough times at the moment. Our release is football, and it's important we realise that we want to go and try and win for people like Dave and Sean, and for our supporters. I think there was over 100 that went online today and watched the game and streamed it. I'm sure there's much more listening on the radio as well. As I said before the game, we're trying to put in performances and trying to get results for you guys, because we miss you deeply, and we look forward to seeing you back in here as soon as we possibly can.
Best of luck on Tuesday.
Cheers, thank you.